Hi guys. Been playing around a little bit today. Actually, I've been playing around a lot since yesterday, trying to get the bloom to work. And I've been having a lot of issues. I think part of it might have been that I was using golden. This is the only thing I can think of. The golden white, titanium white. So anyhow, I've just been playing around. I have a few things that I've come up with I wanted to share with you guys. So we're going to do a little bit more experimenting today. I was wondering why all of my other pours that I've used the topper formula on have worked fine. But what I was realizing when I went back and looked is I used them on my regular base with my regular paint. So, playing around a little bit, I think Tammy Anderson has touched on this too, but she was just using water and paint. But you can get some really cool techniques without having to use and buy all of that other stuff. The one I just did is right here, and it came out beautiful. Now, it has not dried yet. So what is happening with my dried ones is I'm losing the cell formation, the cell structure. If you can see here, and that's a little too close up. If you can see, this is one I did last night, and it just kind of fell apart, like dissipated. So, and that was using the formula with the base paint, the Jen Neal or the Shelley Art formula. Using your house paint for your base, using the base 3 neutral base to mix your colors, and then I was using golden. Now, I noticed that a lot of people are using Amsterdam, and that's a little bit harder for me to get where I'm at. I'm about 25-30 miles away from a Michael's, and Michael's does not carry Amsterdam in the store. You can only get it online. And online, it's ridiculous, but a tube of Amsterdam, if you use your 40% coupon, comes out to like $5, but then shipping is quite a bit more than that. Shipping is $6.95 or something, so it's ridiculous. So anyhow, I did this one today, and I did it with my regular base, white base paint. Still made a puddle. I did use and I mixed up some of the Artist Loft Flow white acrylic, same way you would do with your other topper recipe. But I mixed it half and half with floetrol because it is thinner when it comes out of the bottle. So half and half with your floetrol. You might need to add a little bit more floetrol to it because you don't want it too thick. And then I did add some of the wood conditioner, pre-stained wood conditioner, and that's exactly what I did with that bloom. So we're going to try that again. Again, I'll put all my recipes in. I just want to make sure this is not going to drip the wrong way because it is very pretty right now. Mixed the same way I always mix, and I will put those recipes in the description box. So I'm just going to put a puddle of my regular base white paint down. And I am going to go around the edges with some of it, just so that the corners are covered. Okay, hopefully I have you guys in focus, yeah, we're in the frame. All right, and then I'm going to take my paints directly out of the bottle. They probably are a little thinned down because I've been using them for the Dutch pours. So this is going to be the Prussian blue, and I believe I'm using Artist Loft Prussian blue now with some Artist Loft iridescent medium added, just to give it a little bit of sparkle. So that's going to be my first puddle. And I will let you guys know, I'm going to be honest with you because this is all experimenting. When that one dries, I will take a picture of it and I will show it to you guys, or I'll show you in the next video. Just to see if it dries nice. Because right now, it's good and it's holding the cells. I'm also going to show you a little trick that I've come up with, especially on like the smaller ones with stretching. It's kind of cool, actually. So I've got my puddle down. Maybe should have used a little bit more paint because this is a little bit bigger. I think it's a 4x4 gallery wrap. 6x6 actually, gallery wrap canvas. It's an artist loft, I believe. Yeah. All right, and then here I go with my topper, which again is made from Artist Loft Flow. Thought I would give that a try and see. I may have to eventually go get the Amsterdam paint. There are a couple art stores that probably carry it that are, further away, but I can go do that. Hopefully you guys can see this blow. I'm going to go ahead and blow. Okay, can you see already? We're getting cells. I'm trying to blow like my regular bloom. So I want to get 5 or 6 petals. All right, so pretty coolness going on right now. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more white on that while I'm waiting for it to come back in. I'm trying to decide if I want to blow out that one section right there a little bit more. I think I want to get a little bit of white in there. Okay, what I'm doing is going back in and blowing those petals over the side. You don't have to do all of them over the side, but what I have found is they will stretch themselves out if you get them to flow over the sides a little bit. You have to make sure that you're on a level base, but really kind of cool if you just leave them alone, then you don't have to do any stretching. You can stretch out a little bit if you want. I'm probably going to stretch this one right here out just a little bit. But what I have found too is I like more of a flower shape. I know, stretching them and doing a swipe, and you get some really cool effects with that. But just for these ones that are just alone on a canvas or on a tile, I just really like the flower shape. Personal preference, everybody's got their own thing. So I'm actually, you know me, I'm a flower girl. So I love flowers. I'm just going to get a stick. And look at my sticks, you guys. Aren't those beautiful? But you know what? I use these things over and over and over. And I think I'm still working on like my first package of sticks that I ever bought a year ago. Uh-oh, that wasn't good. So yeah, you reuse your stuff. Even if they have paint on them, as long as you let them dry and there's not a lot of goopy stuff, you can reuse them. So can you see how that is, kind of stretching itself out because it's running over the edges? So I kind of like that. I kind of like not having to do a whole bunch of stretching. give that one just a little bit more. There we go. All right, and then I'm gonna stretch this one corner just a little bit because it didn't make it over the edge. And I don't want it over the edge a whole bunch because I love that lacing that's going on in there. All right. So I think that is just really pretty. And to me, you know, it says bloom. You're getting the lacing, you're getting the cells. And you get to use everything pretty much that you already have, except for the wood conditioner. So that's something, you know, that you definitely have to go out and buy, but it doesn't cost very much. It's $5 or $6 for the little can, and that little can will last you forever because you're only using 1 or 2 drops in your topper formula. So, all right, guys, let me bring you down a little bit closer so you can see that one up close. Hopefully that's in focus. Lots of really cool stuff going on there, and that yellow is gold. I think I forgot to tell you that, but that's my gold. So yeah, we'll see how that one dries, but right now, I love it. I think it's gorgeous. So I'm just gonna move that one off so it can dry, and I don't have any cabinets open, so. Let me see. I think I'll just move some of these things and then I'll just move it over. Oops. Don't dump the other one. Okay. The drips on that one on the sides are really pretty too. I'll have to go back in with some of my white base because those sides are really thick. They seem, I don't know why, but on a little tiny one like that, they seem like they're so much thicker. They're not, but they just seem that way. So lift you guys up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and do one more for you on a tile. There we go. This is my 8-inch octagon tile. So same thing, you want to get a good amount of base down. Go ahead and put some paint around the edges. Don't let it touch that puddle that you have though, because what'll happen then is it'll start pulling that puddle, and you don't want that. So I'm going to try a little bit different color combination this time. I'm going to go with some Dioxazine purple. I'm going to put a little bit bigger puddle here because bigger tile. Dioxazine purple. I'm going to go with some of the peridot. A little bit of the that blue that I used in that other one, I don't think I told you that either. It was the metallic cobalt. And then a little bit of gold in there. I like that gold in the center because when it dries, it just really pops. It really gives it a cool sparkle. All right, put some of our white down. Again, bigger puddle, so you want to use a little bit more. And I'm hoping I'm okay because my whites have merged and they're starting to pull a little bit. But all right, let's give that a blow. I think I'm good. Okay. not as crazy about that, the way that one went. So you know what? Scrapola. All gone. Let's try it again. This time I'm just going to put my puddle in the middle. I think I'm just going to use the green this time. I'm not going to use the gold. That green is a heavy metallic, so okay. All right, let's let that one sit and see what it wants to do. If you just let them, relax, a lot of times they'll come out to the edges and spread on their own. Just going to give that a little bit of paint around the edges where there wasn't any. Blow that purple over. Letting that center come back into the middle a little bit. I think I'm going to stretch this one out a little bit. A lot of cool cell action going on though in there. It looks kind of like a spider from up there, but it's got some really soft edges on it when you get close. Beautiful sunny day here in Arizona. It's like close to 70 today, I think. Really pretty. So I was out, my stepdaughter is pregnant, and we're having her baby shower in a couple weeks. So I was out painting some stars for her. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. See, that center is still not ready to move. You can kind of tell it is not moving with the rest of it. But you can still, I'm not going to tilt this a whole lot, so even though my center isn't moving, I can still move the rest around a little bit. I really like this one. I know it's looking kind of tentacly to you guys. Tentacly, is that a word? With tentacles, but there really is some definition. The center's beautiful. And there's definition in those outer petals. Oh, now it's ready to move. Okay. So just move it around slowly. That is one of the whole keys to this too, that I've noticed. You have to have a lot of patience. Oh, so I'm so excited, you guys. I ordered my color art pigments. So primary elements, I think it's called, pigments. They're a little pricey, but I got in on the 25% off. A lot of the artists had a code, and I think they still do have a code, but I think it's only 20% now. but it was 25% off. So I got a set of, it's called the Bloom set. And I think there's 12 colors of the powder form, and then it comes with a bottle of Vivids. And I think total it was about $64. So not too bad, because that's going to mix up a lot of paint because you only need a very tiny amount. So I'm excited to use that with this formula and see how that works out. And this little guy, this first one that I did, he's been drying now for about probably half hour, 45 minutes. And I have not lost any cell structure so far. So very happy with that. Let me give you another close-up of this one. It's come off the canvas a little bit more. Hopefully I don't drip in. So I've got lots of really cool stuff going on there. I love that patch of lacing right there. Really pretty. It's got a lot of the different colors in it. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. On this one, I don't know why, but I got a color that it almost looks like phthalo green in there. And I think that might have been the mixture of the cobalt and the purple. Gave me a really cool kind of greenish color, which is so pretty. So there you have it. Again, I'll list all of my recipes in my drop-down section. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I want to show you guys one more thing. I've been working on my rose. And let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see how this was done. It's a Payne's gray background with white. And I'm pretty happy with the progression on that. It was a blown flower. I just did it a little bit differently. So let me know if you guys want to see a video on that. And that'll do it for this week. Yeah, any questions? Please hit like and share and subscribe. And I've noticed on my stuff that I'm not getting all of my videos that I'm subscribed to. So if you guys could just go and make sure, unsubscribe and resubscribe, because they've changed a few things. And you might not be getting all my videos when they upload. So if you can do that, that would be wonderful. And I hope you guys have a great week and a great weekend. And I will see you next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.